Well, my friends, today I'm going to tell you about an amazing island and the Fairmont Residence project. When I first learned about this project, I thought, why haven't I featured it on my YouTube channel yet? That's why I'm here. It's a fairy tale you can actually own. So guys, let's take a closer look at all of this on the model right now. We have a circle here on Al Marjan Island. And right here, my friends, there are bays. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bays. These are bays with private beaches. Here we have the address project by Amar with a private beach. Here we have the luxurious Fairmont and its own private beach. Soon Marriott will be announced here. It has been announced, but sales have not started yet. And here we have expensive villas. Here is W Residence, and over here we have projects from Damak. These are public beaches. That means all the residents who live on this island, look, all these projects that will be here, they can freely use these beaches, just come and swim there whenever they want. Over there, guys, that will be impossible. Let's move on now. The most interesting part is ahead. All the paperwork has already been completed. You know that escrow accounts are now in effect in the United Arab Emirates. And to even get into any project, they are thoroughly checked to see if they have the funds for construction. So all of this is very thoroughly and carefully filtered. That is precisely why there definitely won't be any problems here at all. Look, the developer who successfully won the tender actually won it for this particular part, meaning the very heart of the entire island. Just imagine, it's the very center and it's the heart of the island. The developer won the tender, and in this area, they will also be building everything completely. What did the developer come up with? Look, there's this little bridge that will lead right into the center, into this large park area. There will be fountains here, walking areas, and residences all around. Plus, there will be these 2 tall towers. In general, high-rise construction is almost completely prohibited on the island. All the projects here are done in this style, in a club-like format. But the developer ended up getting approval for 2 high-rise buildings. There will be another high-rise right here. This is the casino, and basically, there will be 3 recognizable high-rises on the island, and that's it. That's actually pretty cool. They want to create a beach area here. But for now, I can't promise you this 100%, but at the moment, the developer says they want to make it happen, to fill this area with water, so that the people who live here will have a kind of mini beach zone like a lagoon. Right now, the island is extremely interesting to absolutely everyone: investors, major developers, and big hotel operators. Why? Once again, address Marriott, Fairmont, W Residence, right? In other words, all the major hotel operators have gathered here. They've basically descended on this island because they know perfectly well that with the opening of the first casino in the United Arab Emirates.
My friends, I'm doing my best for you. I put in a lot of effort so that you're always up to date and know all the latest news about the real estate market in Dubai. And it would mean a lot to me if you support my video so that more viewers can learn about me and about the projects launching here in the United Arab Emirates. And don't forget to check the pinned comment. There's a link where you can download information on all Dubai real estate across different price categories.
Look, a private beach. It's all visible already. At the top, on the roof, there's an infinity pool. Right here, we have an adults-only infinity pool with a view of the open Arabian Gulf. Just imagine that. There are bungalows over there. Plus right here, we also have a gym. And here as well, we have a spa complex. Look, right on the rooftop. Right here in this area, in this row where we have the pool, and in addition there will be a bar area there. By the way, a bar with alcoholic drinks. So here we'll have a full-fledged bar as well. So for adults, why not work out? Then in the evening, have a few drinks and take a dip in the infinity pool. It's like paradise. Here's the entrance to the island, to the project. Look, just like at a hotel, you arrive, go up. There's valet parking here. They greet you and your car is parked separately. You just walk in. And here is the entrance area with high ceilings and waiting zones. There's also a concierge there who can check you in if you're renting your apartment. The entrance area is really quite impressive. Here's the pool. Next, we have a remarkably spacious and inviting walking area. This is a truly private and serene relaxation zone, offering ample room for leisure and tranquility. What do we have here? Bungalows for relaxing. Here's an area where you can lie down, sun loungers, plus this will be a park area. Here you'll find children's playgrounds and walking paths. So basically, the developer can't show everything. Look, see how big this area is. There will be a lot of trees here. There will be a park where you can take a walk. Next, look, just like in hotels. And here, of course, we also have, right in this area, a barbecue zone where you can come down, for example, to grill some meat. And further on, look, oh, there's already a full-size large swimming pool. The pool has a view of the sea. Here's a mini pool. Here he comes. And over there is an indoor children's pool. Take a look. That's for the kids. Over there are fountains for children as well. I think you can see, right? On the right side, here are the fountains for kids, and this is the indoor children's pool. Why? Because in the summer, when it's hot, you need shade. Then there's a park area and bungalows. And here we have an outdoor. This is a children's playground. Look, also a covered playground. So everything is here. And that's not even all. Why? Because right here, we have an entire floor. Right where the entrance is, this whole floor is set aside for a large children's room, an indoor playroom, so that, for example, your kids can play there in the summer. Plus, there will be a large hall there, like a workout area, a lounge zone. There will be a bartender there who will also serve drinks. There will be separate rooms where you can hold meetings. So it's a space where you can spend time. Sometimes you feel tired, and you want to go somewhere, sit alone for a while. Hotels usually have places like that. I think you'll understand what I mean. So that's exactly what will be in this part. If you want a townhouse, then guys, you can consider 3-bedroom townhouses, 3-room layouts, the sizes, and plus the floor plans. You can request them from me. I'll send all of that to you, because if we look at the floor plan of each townhouse right now, it'll take us about half an hour. So there are townhouses, look, with their own pool and relaxation area. Plus they're 2 stories. And just imagine, with the view directly of the water and the beach. So you just step out from your little gate here, cross the road, and immediately run in your shorts, take a swim in the sea, and then run back. It's just amazing. Townhouses like these are actually extremely rare these days in the Emirates. In Dubai, you can hardly buy such townhouses anywhere anymore. We had townhouses with water, it turns out, on Dubai Island, but Nakil quickly sold everything there. So guys, this is a godsend. Here we have villas like these. 4 villas. Here we have a villa of 1,600 square meters, plus the territory itself is another 1,600 square meters. Can you imagine? That is, you can also study the villas in more detail here if you are interested. 6 beds plus maid's room. Look at this pool with a view right here onto the Arabian Gulf. And the coolest thing is that this area is already separate for villas. Look, 4 villas. We have 4 such gazebos, specifically for the villas. They will be closed and will belong entirely to the residents of these villas. And plus, look, once you go out, you have a private beach, 1-room apartments, 2-room apartments, and 3-room apartments. There are 1-bedroom units that also face the sea, but mostly these are 2-bedroom apartments with sea views. The other 1-bedroom units face that direction. In that direction, the view will also be quite interesting. Look, if you take a higher floor, your view will be from here, in that direction, towards these towers and also towards the casino. So the view will be really quite interesting. The 1-bedroom units start from 85 square meters and the 2-bedroom units are 140 square meters. So the area is quite large, not 60, not 70, but 85 and 140. That's a good indicator. Here's the installment plan. Take a look. To reserve, it's 5%. And then it goes on. After 30 days, 15%, then after 6 months, 5%, and after a year, another 5%. And here, it's according to the stage of construction. At this stage, it's 40%. As soon as the building is constructed, you pay another 10%. Then when it's 65% complete, you pay 10%. At 85%, another 10%. And the remaining 40% is paid when you receive the keys. The project will be completed in 2028. By that time, our casino will already be operating in 2028, so the flow of tourists will have started and will be gaining momentum. So guys, the timelines are actually quite good. By the way, these are the townhouses, the 2-story ones I showed you. Here are the layouts, this is what it all looks like. These are 2-bedroom units, the layout for the 2-bedroom apartments. That's why I say, write to me and I'll send you more detailed information. Here are the 1-bedroom apartments, by the way, really great 1-bedroom apartments. Look, entrance, kitchen, yes, a large living room, bedroom, walk-in closet, and there's even a bathroom with a separate shower. Take a look. It's awesome. Maybe some people don't believe in Al Marjan Island, but you have to understand, first of all, who is actually building the casino here. It's the American company Wynn. They're going to promote this island as much as possible. Just imagine how many billions of dollars have been invested here into this casino. And what do you think their goal is? The very first thing is to boost this location, to make it truly golden, to make it absolutely unique so that a stream of tourists will flood in. I mean, just imagine, I think they invested $5 billion in building this casino. Can you imagine what a huge amount of money and resources that is? And for all that to just disappear or vanish, or for it not to generate income, I don't think their idea or plan is simply to waste money. I don't think so. So what are they going to do? They are definitely in talks with major brands like Fairmont, Address, Marriott, and W Residences. We also have Nikki Beach here, right? So these are major brands that, together with Wynn, are basically saying, let's boost this location, guys. Why? Because these big brands, which everyone knows, they're global brands, attract tourists here, and at the same time, they bring them to the casino as well. The casino also attracts tourists, and at the same time, it brings them to this location, the location of these residences and hotels. So after some time, this island will just be on everyone's lips. You know, like the casinos we have now, for example, right? So over a significant period of time, just acquiring an apartment there or perhaps renting something within that area will undoubtedly become quite expensive and financially demanding. All of this is decisive because the money that has been invested here, the marketing they will invest in after everything is built, these are enormous resources. These are major companies that have quite a lot of money and experience in developing different locations, right? So these are large budgets, and they will simply boost this area. So guys, you should really think about this seriously. The casino is opening here in 2027 on Al Marjan Island. Everyone is preparing for this event. All the hotels opening here, all the residences that will be rented out, they are all getting ready for this. Plus, of course, this is an island. Again, Al Marjan is an exclusive island. It's like the Palm Jumeirah format, right? So there will be a limited number of projects here. It's not elastic, you can't just clone it, right? That's why this island is unique in its own way. Guys, message me. I'll send you all the information and everything you need.